Hi there. Welcome to this series of Google Partners Elevenses Hangouts on Air. I'm Laura Lenihan.
And I'm James Henry.
We're account strategists on the UKI agency team. And today we're going to be talking to you about Gmail ads. So this is a new product that's just come out of beta. For a lot of you that are familiar with the beta version, it's Gmail sponsored promotions. So now it's available to all advertisers. So we'd like to bring you through briefly in a bite-sized version how to connect with Gmail users through advanced targeting with a highly engaging native ad format. So you might ask, why email? So a lot of people use email marketing, and the reason being that 86% of people globally use email. Now, just to take that in a little bit, that's more than any other type of daily digital activity. So I'm sure we can all relate. Work, home, somewhere in between, email is a part of our lives. So why marketers are using it is it's a great way to drive awareness and influence purchasing decisions by delivering the message to your audience where and when it matters most to them. So how are people actually engaging with their emails? Because it's all very well and good to say that we check them, but are people actually engaged when they do? So Google carried out a survey, and the findings were really interesting from a marketing perspective. We found that 56% of people listed email as their preferred method to receive marketing, purely because it's customized to them and set a place and a time that's convenient. 57% found that the subject line was important to them. So they would click on an interesting subject line, which really enhances the importance of engaging the user with the subject line that is tailored to their needs. The message, 59% said, and no surprises here, they'd like to have discounts and free products available to them through their email. So what handier way to get a bit of a bargain than through your email? And lastly, this is no surprise again, that device is important. So this year is the year of mobile officially, with mobile searches overtaking desktop. And 62% of people said emails are opened on their mobile devices. I'm sure we can all relate. So how are marketers actually responding to that engagement from their customers? So the purpose of email marketing programs, and this is according to brand marketers, is to serve the 5 different stages of the customer journey. So starting off with brand awareness, moving into engagement, finally acquisition, and then building on that for increased revenue generation, and then to retain those customers to make them loyal customers of that brand. So Gmail ads will help you along each stage of this customer journey. I put this in just to kind of give you a moment to step back and think about email, because we very often just get very used to having it. It's convenient, it's there, and it's part of our lives. But it's interesting to note that 900 million plus Gmail active users are using their emails now. So that's an awful lot of people around the globe for a lot of different types of clients and a lot of different types of customers. So for those of you that are using email marketing already, this is no surprise. And where email marketing can be used to target your existing customers to grow that loyalty, I think it's interesting to look at Gmail ads as a way to target new and existing customers with audience targeting in Gmail. So that audience targeting can be put together in a lot of different interesting ways. So let's have a quick look into the types of targeting that are available. So from a demographics perspective, we can look at gender and have gender-specific messages, device-specific messages that make it easier, click now on your mobile, certain age brackets, geographic locations, and then what I find really interesting is the topic and affinity. So where you want to kind of build a love of your brand through affinity audiences, I think that's a really great way to grow that customer loyalty. And we also have keyword and domain targeting for that contextual specific message. So what's important to notice here is that the ad is focused on the audience, so the user themselves, and creating a tailored message just for them. So I wanted to put this in because I think it's important to notice that there's a lot of different ways to target people and a lot of different ways that people engage with their Gmail. So we've all been there in our daily activity, having a bit of a cheeky search on desktop during the day. And this is why we see a lot of peaks of people checking their emails probably while they're at work. So we see that massive peak there. And these stats are from 2013. So likely there's even more increased mobile usage since. But it's interesting to see that we tend to use our phones in the morning when we wake up. We use it for our alarms. We check our email almost immediately for anything like myself. And then there's a bit of a lull while we go to work, and then it picks up around lunchtime, break time, bit of a dip again. And then as the day is ending and we're organizing our plans where to meet again, we're checking our emails before we go home. Then we see tablet usage coming in more in the evenings when we're kind of checking our Netflix or hooking it up to our telly. And then we're checking our emails there to see if there's anything new that we need to be aware of. So build all this into your targeting and into your strategy, because we want to remember that we're targeting people, not devices or not locations. So we put this in here just to kind of bring a new aspect to Gmail advertising as well. This is how you can unlock the power of your customer data using our newest feature called Customer Match. Some of you might have heard whisperings of this already. So essentially what it is it allows you to use your email data from your CRM, upload it directly into your AdWords account, and then you can use that information in a number of ways. You could choose to target customers that you know already to build that loyalty or to gain an upsell. You can exclude those users so that you're only reaching new customers, or you can reach users similar to your customers. So upload that and then let AdWords do all the work for you by finding the customers that will be most valuable to you, and let the customers find a brand that's most valuable to them. So I'm going to hand over to James now, and he's going to bring you through some creative ideas of how to exactly engage that audience.
Thanks, Laura.
No props.
So as Laura has expertly outlined the exciting targeting options that are available for Gmail ads, the next thing that you have to think about is the creative that you're going to put in front of your audience. So this is how it works. When a user visits the Promotions tab within their inbox, there is one and or two slots available for a Gmail ads teaser, a collapsed ad. So on the screen at the moment, you see examples of what this looks like across desktop, tablet, and mobile. And this is displayed in the Promotions tab to reach users when they are in a commercial mindset. They are already familiar with receiving other various promotional emails within this tab. So it's a very good place to put your message in front of them. However, the collapsed ad is just one element of your Gmail ad creative. The next step is once a user clicks on that collapsed ad, you then get the expanded ad. And I think this is one of the coolest things about Gmail ads is this full creative canvas that you have available to deliver your message. Again, some examples of how it looks across desktop, tablet, and mobile. Here you see examples for Google Shopping. Message is the same, call to action is the same, automatically optimized across each and every device. And it's such a great sort of canvas to get your message out, because there are quite a few different options when it comes to creative. The maximum size is up to 650 pixels, and that's a 100% share of voice on that user's device at that time. And when it comes to the creative types that you have available to you for Gmail ads, the one that you're seeing at the moment is a single image ad. And of course, as you can see, image ads can also contain text. I think that the best piece of advice I can give when it comes to this format is create or think about a really compelling call to action, so that not only can you put your message in front of them, but that they know exactly what to do rather than perhaps passively viewing the promotion on offer or the email or the ad that you're serving to them. So that's your single image type. You also have a single image with text, which can appear alongside the image on this canvas across all devices. You have a multi-product gallery that you can serve as another ad type. And you also have a custom HTML option. So this gives you the option to be even more creative, into which you can embed a video or even a form. So lots and lots of options available. And I think again, another piece of advice that I would give around Gmail ads is to think about a really good, compelling teaser ad. So that's the collapsed ad. So to Laura's point earlier, she mentioned that 57% of users said that they click onto an email with an interesting subject line. We heard that they're also enticed by free products or promotions. But think about how you can create a compelling teaser ad with messaging such as discover more or learn more or shop now or discover how. And these are the types of messaging that we find work quite well. To give you an example of what doesn't work so well, I recently saw a Gmail ad in my inbox. The logo wasn't one I was familiar with. The brand name wasn't one I was familiar with. And the message was simply shop now to receive 10% discount. I had no real reason to click that teaser ad because the shop now to receive 10%, I didn't know what I was supposed to be shopping for. So bear that in mind and ensure that the teaser ad is as concise, enticing, and clear as possible, so the user knows straight away what they're expecting when they click that collapsed ad, and then you get the option to really wow them with your expanded creative. To take a quick look at how this has been working for some clients so far, the first example that we have is for a software solutions company. With their Gmail ads campaign, they reached over 800,000 users and had an 8.4% open rate. So that's from the collapsed ad to the full page creative, which is pretty impressive. From this, they saw a 451% uplift in their display conversion volume at an 80% lower CPA than the goal for the campaign originally had. So some really great results. Equally, for an insurance company, they reached over 8 million users. So not quite the 900 million that we have available on Gmail, but still pretty significant. A 3.3% open rate for that campaign, again, quite strong. And this yielded a 200% uplift in their overall display CTR and a 60% lower cost per lead than their standard display marketing. So two different businesses achieved very good results through their Gmail ads campaign. And again, I think that's what makes Gmail ads quite compelling, is that no matter your client's business, whether it's B2B, B2C, retail, lead gen, because of the various and sort of exciting targeting that we now have available for Gmail ads and the compelling creatives you can put together, it can work very well for any business in any sector. And that's what we've seen so far, and especially with these two examples.
Great, so that concludes our bite-sized introduction to Gmail ads. If you'd like to check out some more information, either contact your Google rep for strategic advice, check out the Policy Hub to make sure that it's suitable for your client. And if you want to share this around the office or to your colleagues, check out the Elevenses G+ page or Google for any further information about Gmail ads. Feel free to check in again with Elevenses series, this time 2 weeks at 11 a.m. for more bite-sized information about product updates. It's been a pleasure sharing with you. Thanks very much. Bye.
Bye.